about 4 years now, and I've seen a dramatic improvement in just the whole atmosphere and environment. So I can tell you right now, it's pretty neat to see all the community members and residents get to know each other and say hello while you're walking down the street. As far as like when it was thriving years ago, I've also spoken to an elderly lady in the neighborhood who used to live there, and she showed me pictures of what it used to be like. This was a couple of years ago, and it was kind of neat because all the houses seemed like they were in really good condition and very well cared for, and it seemed like people really wanted to have a nice place to come home to and took care of their properties. And probably was a lot more home ownership versus renting then too. Arsenal Heights sort of drove the community involvement in turning over some political events that were occurring and actually helping to get the abandoned housing law passed. It was really exciting because Arsenal Heights, at that point, they had been talking with the city and John Day, one of our politicians in the area. They were working on trying to get an abandoned housing law passed to help the number of abandoned housing in our area diminish. It was really neat because we ultimately found out at one point that the law was just completely taken off the agenda during the political session, and we didn't understand why that was. There was no explanation for why that was, and really the community came together and made a stand and said, we want to know why you did this. And we actually held a rally in the front of an abandoned house that was located within Arsenal Heights. And we, thank goodness NESCO, came together and helped, because the entire NESCO community became involved. It was really neat to see such a wonderful coming together of people to rise up and make a stand together as a community. All we wanted to do was to get this law passed so we could make our environment better and our community better, a better place to live. And it was just really neat because I'd never really realized that I could, with the help of my small community, change an entire state law. And I think that's pretty amazing, that once you realize the power of just what a small number of people can do. And just the NESCO community to me is just really impressive in the way that they really stand together when there's something that needs to be done. It's a really strong grassroots effect that can happen in a community like NESCO. So that anything that any in particular individual can do to get involved and donate their time to help with things, it's just going to make it that much better, because 2 people can do something, but if you get 5 or 10 people to do something, it's easier for everybody and you can just do so much more.